That's right. In the next few minutes, the Tennessee House of Representatives is expected to vote on a bill that would provide the first exception to the state's total ban on abortion. Thanks for joining us here at 6, everyone. I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Vicki Yates. There's been a fierce legislative fight just to get to this point. News Channel 5's Chris Davis has more details.
It wasn't what I would prefer.
The mindset of Tennessee Democrats seems to be something is better than nothing when it comes to exceptions to Tennessee's total ban on abortion.
Although I think this amendment that's been proposed does not go far enough. It does not. But if it can save 1 or 2 women's lives who find themselves on their deathbed because of pregnancy, I'll oblige and vote for it.
That's because the bill, which originally set out to allow for abortions if the life of the mother is at risk, has been amended to appease pro-life groups like Tennessee Right to Life.
You've committed an abortion. If you think you did it legally, you tell it to 12 jurors.
But longtime Nashville attorney David Rabin says the bill still puts physicians in Tennessee at risk of criminal charges because they have to prove what's called an objective standard. In other words, that other doctors would reach a similar conclusion.
So then the physician could say, I'll bring in other experts in the area, and then the state could bring in their experts, and they would have a battle of experts of whether it was reasonable or not.
Whether or not a doctor is ultimately prosecuted would be up to individual district attorneys. That means a Democratic district attorney like Glenn Funk in Nashville likely won't prosecute doctors, but that could be different in more rural parts of the state.
What do they do depending on what hospital they're in? Some hospitals have multiple locations, so if the abortion is performed in Nashville, they might not be prosecuted, but if they perform it in some other place, they could go to jail.
The Senate joins in, and then the interest groups from outside join in. Things are going to change.
Speaker of the House Cameron Sexton, who was originally in favor of a more robust abortion exception, says much like his Democratic colleagues, something is better than nothing.
We are satisfied with this.
While the House is expected to pass this, it could be a harder fight in the Senate. The bill is expected to be debated in a Senate committee later this week. Of course, we'll be there and we will keep you up to date.